Control4 and Card Access make it easy to add controlling high voltage systems like outdoor lights, 1000-watt lighting, electric water heaters and other appliances, and swimming pool pumps to your home automation projects. I'll show you how easy it is with the Card Access heavy-duty power controller. Don't be afraid to work with high voltage. All you need is some healthy respect and a locally qualified and licensed electrician. Once wired up, programming the heavy-duty power controller is as easy as adding a relay or an outlet light to Control4. Any trained and qualified Control4 dealer can add and program the heavy-duty power controller into Composer projects. This is the heavy-duty power controller. We call it the HPC for short. It's a high-voltage power controller designed for use in Embernet and Zigbee Pro Control4 systems, and it's Control4 certified. The HPC has two high-voltage relays. High voltage meaning 110 to 240 volts at up to 30 amps. These relays are independently configurable and can control motor loads, resistive loads, and ballast loads in global residential and U.S. commercial applications. The four dry contact closures let you either directly control the two high voltage power relays or can be used as general purpose inputs for Control4 automation. You can configure and control these relays and dry contacts wirelessly with Composer or directly with control wires and dry contacts. This makes the HPC compatible with any automation system that supports dry contact control. This is a Control4 wireless outlet switch. If you've installed one before, then you understand the concept of managing power to the devices plugged into it, like table or floor lamps. You can also manage other kinds of 110 to 120 volt devices. The difference between the Control4 wireless outlet switch and the Card Access heavy-duty power controller is the amount of power each one can handle. The HPC allows you to manage larger loads than the 600 watt, 7.2 amp or 1/3 horsepower limits of the Control4 wireless outlet switch. For example, the heavy-duty power controller can support general-purpose load types of up to 240 volts AC at 30 amps and UL-resistive loads of up to 240 volts AC at 20 amps. It can support motor loads of up to 1 horsepower at 120 volts AC and 2 horsepower at 240 volts AC. And it can support ballast loads of up to 6 amps at 277 volts AC. This is what the heavy duty in heavy-duty power controller stands for. There are two parts to installing the heavy-duty power controller. The first part is wiring it up to the power service. The second part is adding the HPC to the Composer project. First, you'll need to know where you're going to put the HPC and what kind of load you're going to control with it. Will the HPC be installed indoors or outside? Will it be controlling a 110 or 120 volt or a 220 to 240 volt load? Will it be a resistive load, a motor load, or a ballast load? Examples of more common resistive loads found in a home are high wattage incandescent lighting and electric space or water heating. Examples of the more common home motor loads are pumps and fans. Examples of the more common home ballast loads are fluorescent fixtures and mercury or sodium arc lamps, typically used in outdoor sport court lighting. The Card Access heavy-duty power controller makes adding high-voltage systems to the Control4 home a breeze. So get creative, or call your regional sales associate to discuss the great applications you can add to do more, control more, and make more with Card Access.